Talk Michigan. Let's talk Wink Martindale getting hired as their defensive coordinator for the upcoming season. Gets let go from the Giants. And who else but Michigan knocking at the door? Now, Wink Martindale's got some ties to the Harbaughs, of course, but Jim Harbaugh's gone. Jim Harbaugh's gone. So Sherrone Moore, I think this is a really, really good hire. Like Wink Martindale did well in the NFL. I know that Broncos team was really terrible, but that talent was bad. Right? To run a Wink Martindale defense, you have to be insanely talented. So you're walking to Michigan, you know, you can do really well. Especially they've had some really good press man coverage corners these last couple of years. What Wink Martindale does, I believe he runs a base 4-3. I could be mistaken there. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I mean, he just blitzes the hell out of people. He just blitzes the hell out of people. You're leaving a lot of corners on islands. You rely on man to man, right? I think the Giants this past year ran 50% man coverage, which is like one of the most in the league by far. And I don't know that they necessarily had the talent to do that. And some of that being a good defensive coordinator is understanding your talent. It worked with the Ravens when he was there with John Harbaugh because they just had unbelievable talent. Great linebackers, really good interior defensive linemen, and some solid corners that can play press man big time. But yeah, we'll see. I really like this hire because Michigan was a very aggressive defense this year. It's not going to be as good of a defense next year as it was this past year. But they have talent, man. If you have talent, Wink Martindale is a good defensive coordinator.
That's what I think. Yeah, I think as in terms of how he's going to recruit, I don't know. I will
I
see. He's
know.
getting older up there, but I know Sherrone Moore. I think is placing an intention to recruiting, right? And I don't know if this really moves the needle in that direction, but also like someone has to develop and coach, right? Those guys. Not everyone's an elite recruiter and an elite on the field access and those guys. Wink Martindale to me falls more into that. Like, hey, once they get on campus, we're going to put them in great spots, and we're going to be really frustrating for these Big Ten offenses that aren't used to seeing pretty complex schemes, but they're bringing in these smart guys, athletic guys that can run it. And that's what I love. Guys like Will Johnson. They have Josh Wallace. They've had good corners in the past, and I think they're going to continue developing that. And if you're a defensive back or you're a linebacker, athletic linebacker, or you're, a shifty defensive lineman, like you're going to want to play in this kind of scheme. And obviously a guy that knows how to get you in the NFL. So yeah, to me, this is awesome. I mean, it's tough. Your whole coaching staff kind of got gutted, right? And as soon as Mike Elston wasn't seen to be, the defense coordinator there, like you kind of moved a different direction. Wink Martindale, pretty good hire. Pretty good hire.
I agree. He's coached college football before though, but not at this level, which very big difference, right? I mean, I think he coached. I don't know. I don't think I have the year written down, but he coached with Jack Harbaugh, the dad. Um, back when Western Kentucky was like D2. So what was that like 2002, 2000, 2001,
Yeah.
2000, somewhere around
Yep.
there. And that's where that Harbaugh connection kind of started. And then he obviously coached DC for John Harbaugh. So he's coached college kids before. That's what's kind of important here as well. I don't know how he's going to deal with recruiting, like you said. We'll see. But this is a great hire. I mean, come on. Like, is there anyone in there? Is there anyone that thinks that this is a bad hire? I mean, like, I give this. It's hard to say because I don't know about recruiting, but like for grading purposes, I give it an A minus. Like I'm not gonna give it an A+ for the uncertainty of like, how's he gonna recruit? What's it gonna be like after so many years in the NFL, moving back down? He's an older guy. Is he gonna like recruiting? I guess it's nice having like a younger Sharon Moore on the team with a little bit more energy, as your head coach that can take care of a lot of recruiting stuff there. And I'm sure Sharon Moore will put together a staff around him as well that'll recruit like crazy. Wink's not an idiot. Good old Don Martindale is not an idiot. So I love this hire.
Yeah, I mean, you've had success with that Ravens 2020 staff in the past, and obviously he was on it as well. So
Yeah.
you might as well go back to the
It's
to
the
what's
John Harbaugh well. It's the John
exactly
Harbaugh well of funds that he's going to give every year. He sends someone new to Michigan and
and
works
the
out.
gift that keeps on giving. But yeah, so we'll see. I do like you said, A minus sounds about right. I love to hear how Michigan fans think about this, or opposing fans, right? Rivals. This is make you nervous if you're Ohio State. You got some, pretty damn good offense you feel about this year. Does it make you nervous, right? Let us know in the comments there. Obviously, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, I think there were like a lot of like Dolphins fans, 49ers fan. Like I think there were people that would have liked to see Wink Martindale be their DC next year. I mean, Dolphins fan. I mean, do you imagine like running press man with Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, and just letting those speedy linebackers just fly? I don't know. I think it would have worked out there, but for that reason, I think it's a great hire by Michigan.